The last conversation I had with the spindle was about Ira's plague.
Really?
No, but she understood being stigmatized by it. I haven't known many others like me. It was nice to speak with.
I'm glad you got...
Agreed.
Let's make...
I wouldn't have it any...
Let me craft it. Why don't have that? Didn't I pick it up? What? What? I did pick it up, right? Hello, fire coals. What do I need?
One never quite...
Temple coal take...
Unfortunately, yes. It conjures up images of... It was... I don't think I really...
Until you met...
Yes.
It's been a
I'm sure...
Need an ear?
Maybe. But I find comfort in the road.
Worried if you stop moving.
I suppose I am still
Does she know that?
It's not something I want to burden her with.
She's strong. In a lot of ways.
Right.
Yeah, we got it. Alright, we can drop anything.
It's significantly easier to do a repair than I'm going to go.
We could use some really intricate chandeliers to brighten...
Casman would be happy. Though...
It's not like her to run out of things, it's true.
I don't know.
I think you both...
Yes. But I'm the one who's been following his dream of... And the moment I say, hey, maybe we could do... It isn't.
He didn't have a great reaction to what you said. It's true. Maybe he...
You're as bad as Casman. Speaking of...
Okay, let's take that again. I'm sorry, I needed a moment. I'm
impressed. Not everyone...
A hard one. When I first made head of the scouts, his favorite trick was...
You've seemed pretty together around...
Yeah.
What's that?
The intersection between meditation... There's a complete series of whole body mode at the end.
And that...
Which few deep...
My mum and...
Yeah.
Alright. If you don't have any quest, I'm just going to skip it.
The actor job...
If it were you to...
I'm...
Seriously, how many dialogues?
I was told...
Yeah, but you made it look easy. Maybe someday you could give classes to...
I'd be delighted.
Wins, yes. Ooh, we'll introduce you as Coach Bryn and you can wear like really tight pants.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Tease him.
No.
It's okay, Eric. I'm just teasing. But if you get afloat opportunities to make you... And more to the point...
Remember when we were talking about the eye mobilizing?
I did.
No, it wasn't. We were playing a game. And even though it...
Dude.
By the way, did you hear what Ori...
No.
I guess you can call me Madam Osphine. Oh yeah, you are a smart, but you're a...
I had a chance to run a test, and I would keeps the heat well. Burns clean.
Dom's always been very good at treating that kind of coal.
Hardly. No, I simply find my...
Oh?
Tarmakind uses exceptionally precise temperatures to work the metal, yes? Sometimes I finished Xavier's journals. He was quite thorough and talked extensively about what...
Nothing quite helps me commune with the flames like someone slamming a hammer.
You'd be surprised. But I imagine...
Precisely. And perhaps we could lean on our intrepid point.
Of course.
They must have kept record.
I really...
Okay, where are we going? Archon's Hearth, okay. Alright, yeah. Let's go Cassidon's Hold first. No other quest, okay. was there before. I don't really know.
Hey, I can't.
I am everyone
Because you.
for now. Without, she would.
You can. I know.
The funeral one.
I performed the rite.
Thank you, Bryn.
It's not how she would have wanted things.
Enough! I know you're grieving. We all are. You owe Bryn, not owe none of.
I know. I should have stayed. I could feel my.
Maybe they.
Maybe they.
My mother used to say, "You can. It is unfair that you lost. I am so sorry that you can spend the rest of your days counting the ways you failed your daughter, or you can dedicate every breath you.
How?
Just do one small thing a day. Start by helping us finish the work you wish you had supported."
It's too late for that, I'm afraid. But there is one thing. It's called the Ark of Verdance. An enchantress named Lucia de Crassus built it.
Yeah, we have one codex remaining in her name. In his
Lucia.
name, I don't know.
Consider it a thank you.
There you go. Exactly. Now we can compile it. Axel.
I feel even of you.
It was.
Don't.
You've whatever.
For what it.
By the way, it's. I didn't.
I
Yeah, I'm sorry about it. But these dialogues just go on and on.
You deserve better from him. Come to think of it,
What will you do?
take care of my people. Someone needs to. And you? You're going to try to fix the arcs.
The Ark we followed through the Veil. We have no idea what it was doing outside the Enclave in the first, or even how it got us in here. If we're ever going to stand.
I wish I could help. But that arc allowed you to pass safely through the tank. If you're going to try to fix it,
It's too great an advantage to ignore.
Okay, we need to go back. Nice.
My light. I remember the day you were. And I know your mother. For all her. I am.
You'll get.
How do up? I've never been one. Not making that sound. I guess it was with you.
I know what you mean.
Really? Because it seems sometimes it feels like you're right.
I guess I've planning too much for the future, so I have all but with you.
I know.
You performed the right.
Glad to hear it. Not being.
I'm
I appreciate your perspective.
Before you could have just.
Dom, the interference I'm experiencing during expeditions is there any chance our scry is degrading?
No. I'm positive this is. We have the means to test for degradation, and there is none.
As long as it doesn't give out on us.
However, I have taken a look at the Spindle's copy of the workings of Archons, and thankfully, and her notes are.
About that, Kenrick Stanold told me that Lucia wasn't just tinkering with the Ark we followed through the. She built it.
That is quite the.
That was all Kenrick could tell me. Sev mentioned that Kenrick had been feeding Isla information about if could the Ark of Verdance be the fix she was working on without.
On my side, I dug into her notes. She was working on a way to fully restore art. She was so close to a schematic, intricate, elaborate. Solar has the final. Essentially, we'll be creating a power core for the Ark. Most notably, we'll need a special part. A bar of this is the final key for an arc to be functional on its own without a...
If we had built a power core early...
She only made this discovery in the final days of her life, through researching all the arc parts we had supplied her. Her research even theorizes that using one's own magic to power an arc for brief amounts of time could result in...
So she knew she was going to...
She knew exactly what would happen, and...
We can't let it be, and so... Then the Ark of Verdance is our failsafe. Your design will get...
She suspected it was kept in the Archon's hearth, stored near natural coral deposits for its
Okay, another thing to go for in Archon's Hearth. Of course.
Were you crying?
Yes. The right of the spindle and the axle.
It's awful. I can't...
So much. It just makes you appreciate what it...
All this time, the spindle was sneaking out of Cassidon's hold.
Sounds like you two had more in common.
Just reminds me that you've got to tell people
Was there something you...
just how much I appreciated her level.
What is this? Oh, a new quest, I believe. And we can compile also, yeah. Lifting the shroud.
Felt like you couldn't trust the people
A few times. But I try my... Some people haven't shown they deserve that. Is there something that's...
It's Sev. And how he was
Oh? I can understand.
I didn't have time to process it. I have now, and the more I think... Logically, I understand the situation. I can trace the weave of circumstance that forced his hand. I know he had no choice. And I've even forgiven him.
That's a tough one.
It reminded me again of Judea. The secrets, the lies, every fiber of my being is
All right. It's clear that sitting around base camp chewing on this isn't doing you any... You need a... The Axel must be overwhelmed right now.
I'm amenable to this.
Oh, no.
I suppose it'd be good to catch up with her. See you soon.
Lift in the shroud. Seriously, I need to go back there. Archon's Hearth and Institute. Okay. Let's go back to Cassidon's Hold then.
Bryn, and
We're hoping that there's something you can help. Or rather, we're hoping...
I'm not sure I follow.
I've been at a loose end, gnawing on painful thoughts, only...
Huh.
So we're here to focus on problems that are a little...
That is... very kind.
I'm sorry for...
Thank you.
We're here to help.
Right. I've got a petition from... Arakim has been nagging me about accessing the Archon's Hearth. Its stores of raw material could busy our Forge Masters for months. Now that I'm technically in charge, I'm loath to follow Kenrick's lead, and what I'm lacking to make that call is intelligence on the Archon's Hearth.
I've already spent a lot of time in there, actually. It was...
Dangerous too, one would assume.
While exploring where the Arcs were... Archons seem big when I'm fighting.
Fascinating.
Well,
I assume...
Yeah, I can't... The most interesting part...
It is a reminder that...
Exact... Anyway, there's lots going on in there.
Not quite. I still have grave concern.
I believe I made a potion that will maintain your body temperature even in... I don't quite have the equipment to make it yet.
That's wonderful. That said,
A fair stipulation. Some sort of combat encounter in the Archon's Hearth, under the hottest... Fighting an Archon that relies on fire magic would be...
You know I'm always up...
I have no doubt in your abilities.
Well then.
Defeat a fiery arc in the Archon's Hearth while under the effect of playing Shroud File. Seriously? What do you mean under the effect of? When you are dealing the death blow? then you have to be under the effect of flame shout. I don't know. So we are going to Archon's Hearth anyway. And yeah. Okay. Alright, let's go to base and change the weather. So do this, and do this. Let me see Archon's Hearth. Nope. Let's go and sleep. Fiery arc, so only one is there, right? There are 2 fire or 1 fire? Okay, living flame. There are 2 fire. Okay. Nope. Weather is clear, but the boss is not there. Seriously, this thing is not going. Miasma. I mean, this guy is there. We can actually go and kill it. There is no weather, right? Yeah, okay. I think we are just going then. Archon's Hearth, Ark of the Living Flame. It should satisfy the need of the quest. Where are we going then? Axel's Hearth, right? Boss was here, right? I think so. Yeah, let's go.
The Archon's Hearth once more. Wish Isla was here to guide me.
I could assist in her
What? That's born.
What the?
Bryn, what's...
Aurea, the scry has been compromised by the Surgeborn. Stay off it.
Compromised is such a strong word. I just want to talk. So, for the Archon's Hearth. It works well. It is my region, after all.
So when to defeat this
Like I
guy
would tell you.
while under the effect of that potion. Okay.
Plan you've concocted.
Murdered my friend.
Technically, I didn't touch her. It isn't my fault she lacked the stamina to follow through on what she started.
I suppose if anywhere we're going to be too full of magic, it would be this place.
A lot of the records were lost, but we know the real innovation happened down here.
And the Enclave's innovations took a lot of magic. Right.
Intriguing to think of Weaver Smiths and priests working side by side down here.
The preachers you grew up with would launch an hour-long diatribe at the very thought, yeah?
An hour would just be the introduction.
Healing maze is here and emergence gate is right there. Okay. Come on. Yeah, the big sword problem. What the heck? Where are we? Dude, let it go. What the heck? Oh yeah, we have that now. Come on, use that, mate. Kinetic Extreme. Exactly. What the heck? Come on. Alright, that hurts. Oh yeah, stuff. No. And I need to drink this, right? Let's do it. I'm just going to harvest this, okay? Saves us some time. Which one? Okay, it's already complete. Okay, nice. That's it, right? Alright. What else? Can I get a tonic, please? Schematics. I think it was already 21 by 21. This one is extra. Archon Forge, which is okay above. And Institute, okay. Seriously, that was bad.
This is promising. Detailed smithing logs with Xavier's name on them. Lots of
Like-
sketched out designs,
That's the feeding mage. Feeding mage is around here,
mostly
okay.
in the margins.
Doodles always help me think too.
Thank you. Cool. Can I go? I don't know. It looks like completely with the miasma. Okay, that was bad.
Is that bottled
Bottled
magma?
magma.
I've got one. I can't believe it's still warm. And you can feel the magic pulsing. Through it.
I need to go back all the way,
I
okay.
wonder if proximity to the coral has affected it in some way.
5x5. Very nice.
Think that's all I'm going to find down here. Get your research hat ready, Lane. There's a lot.
I do not need a hat.
Yeah, okay. Arcane Forge. Arcane Forge. Where is that? It's not here, right? We can see this. Arcane Foundry. I guess it is there.
There's a lot of coral here. I must be getting close to where the Enclave stored shaped bars. Will the Surgeborn know our plan when I pick it up? I guess that's a risk I need to take.
Arcane Foundry. Every Archon was assembled and enchanted here.
Whoa, 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 this guy is also here? Come on, dude. Alright. We just need to go there, cool.
Bar-shaped coral. You and I have such similar taste in treasure. Whatever you're planning to do with that is nothing compared to what we could accomplish if we put our minds together.
You know what? Can we just go back to base? Yes. I could go and complete this also, but I'm just
I
going
can
to
manage well
go back
enough
to base.
on my own.
You could do so much more.
The Surgeborn in the Howling Jail somehow has access to the scry.
We know. I can feel it in there with me. It's not pleasant. We need to do something.
The good news is, as far as we can tell, it only has access when you're in the underworks. At most, it seems to cause interference when you're above ground. We don't think it can listen in.
Until we can block its presence, best to keep use of the scry to a
Aurea, I could feel the Surgeborn.
doesn't feel great.
The kind of nausea that only comes from the wind.
It takes a lot out of me to stay connected to you when it's present.
That must be why there's interference.
What you're both describing, it makes me wonder if the Eye was under a deeper influence from the Surgeborn than we...
How so?
We assumed he was merely manipulated into a foolhardy plan, but... what if the Surgeborn had some sort of effect on his mind?
I could believe it. But if that's the case, then we need to limit Bryn's exposure to it through the scry.
And yours.
I don't think it's me the Surgeborn wants to influence.
Weavers need a physical connection to the scry to communicate, either by wearing the earpiece or touching. The Surgeborn doesn't have either. So how is it connecting?
Well, let's start with what we know. The imprisoned Talon was able to convince Stanild to... But the Herald was there and waiting. It was not surprised at all, despite... Ergo, the Herald and Talon were communicating somehow, yet the Talon had been imprisoned for years. Would it not be reasonable to suggest the Surgeborn can communicate with one another using something, or worse? Perhaps they can share thoughts, needing no magic at...
A single shared...
The implications are frankly staggering, but it is the only explanation. And if I'm correct, it's not such a leap to imagine creatures like this, or perhaps a creature, would be capable of infiltrating our scry.
Let's hear it. How bad is
The scry is a complex piece of Weaver enchantment. That this surge...
We still don't know exactly what it wants, but if it continues to infiltrate our constructs, this could mean an all-out war.
war?
Imagine they gain control of the Enclave's arcs. Sure, they're dangerous now, but with a sentient strategist, they could storm the Maida in a couple of hundred strong.
You think the Surgeborn's interests expand beyond...
With an enemy as calculated as this,
All right. How are we going to fix this?
the reason Aurea can sense the Surgeborn presence on the scry is likely because it's wielding magic to communicate. The same way Aurea's mantle pulls magic from the air to contact. However, unlike Aurea, the Surgeborn can't pull magic from the air around it,
But it can only reach me when...
where the tangles are most we need to cut off its access to raw magic.
That's where the spindle comes in. Thanks to her, we finally have the missing piece to get our escort here.
It was a failsafe in the case that the source needed. The Arc of Verdance will create a safe bubble against the tangles, which would be the natural consequence of any fader of...
Just like it did with the...
Exactly. But without the crushing weight that caused it to fail.
So, the plan. We get the arc to the source, it stabilizes...
Or at the very least...
If the Herald waiting down there doesn't I'll need to take it down. If this
That sounds deep.
It might be a risk...
We have to. The Enclave is overflowing with raw magic, and too many tangles have led to the floods. They allow the Surgeborn to communicate without the source under control.
Then that's our plan. We build a power core, then...
I'll join you at Casa...
Shaped coral.
And with this power core, we can fix our Arc of Verdance.
Huh. Lately, I feel...
Hey, I know things look... Don't let the Talon rob you of it.
You're right.
I always am.
Okay, day 32.
It's a little bit... It's like reaching into the past and shaking...
I think she'd be happy.
I think plans set in motion decades ago.
This is really...
You figured it out?
Yes, Xavier's idea was to use an alchemical process similar to what Dharm and I just did. Elements left over from weaving flame strands distilled...
Literal magma?
Enchanted magma, measured precisely from one of Xavier's containers. He could delicately control
Solar will be over.
and I'll collate the more technical details.
Magma?
Is it not lava?
I thought it was only lava if it bubbled up from underground.
You heard the news then?
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
We're confident that between the two of us, we can make Xavier...
And I'm keen to try it out. I was up sketching all night, and I have an idea. If it works, we'll gather more. The veil has to open someday.
Or maybe we'll stay.
Or
We could do...
we'll make it work. After we get this bloody Enclave sorted out.
I have every...
And record the achievement. Mending mindset. Repair the bond of love. Very nice. So 33 achievements and we got... Yeah, exactly. The Markine skill plate. Let me just craft it. Wait, 30. And did we get 2 of these? Nice. I think that all of it. We should get the achievement here, if I'm not mistaken. For crafting all the armor set.
I've always wanted to build something like this.
Nope. No achievement. I guess I'll have to actually check it out what I'm missing. I don't think I missed anything. I think I have this made. Let me just see. Only this one was missing. Not really. Anyway, I will look into it later.
So,
About the stove?
oh, absolutely.
Or lead?
Well said. And this forge.
Any standout?
There's a shy, red-headed lad named Carlos.
Okay, what else do we have?
It's nice to have the camp stood, even if it took Kesmin quietly tossing our coal supply into the hollow one night to make...
Wait.
Maybe I shouldn't have mentioned that, but Darm and Solar have reconciled, which I suspect was her whole plan. Still, Kaz doesn't like for people to know she's a...
Oh. Well, I am very glad you mentioned this.
Just go easy on the teasing. I don't want her to serve my stew cold or...
Okay, Cassida's hold, Cassida's hold. Everything is there. I wanted to... Let me just see. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8 and 9, okay. Let's go with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. That should be 9, yeah. Cool. Okay, these things are made 2 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, okay. Nine here also. Five, 6, 7, okay, something is remaining here. Trapper, nameless, opportunist, wind skull, point, pathbreaker. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1 is remaining. What? Which one? I don't know. Trapper, nameless, opportunity, wind skull. Let me see. Trapper, nameless, opportunist, wind skull. Okay. Point, pathbreaker, fracture, tamarkine. Point, pathbreaker, fracture, and tamarkine. Okay. Last one is remaining. Hearth cord. Okay.
Worse than materials, I'd say.
And we got the achievement. Expanding the closet. Crafted every design for an armor piece at least once. 34 achievement done. Let me just dismantle everything that I don't need. Yeah, I'm going to dismantle it. Flame bow, frost bow. I'm going to keep frost bow. I don't know why, but I'm going to. That was level 2. But anyway, dismantle. I'm going to let it be. Weight reduction, definitely not. Max magic. I'm going to keep these. I'm thinking to change this into this actually. Either this or this. Change into this and change the boot into that. Into max magic probably. Actually, I'm going to probably keep this one. This one is level 4. So I have max magic here. And max stamina here. So I want to change into this. I don't have assault, okay. $57 should be good enough, but let's go with this.
Form and function. Not as protective, but great against the elements.
Alright. So let me just reinforce this thing. We don't have anything, seriously. 24. Alright, never going to have this probably. $13 of these, 7, 12, 6. 7, 12, 6, 2. I think I'm going with this. 13 of these. Yeah, let's go. 4 resistance. This one is heat resistance. 1, 2. Let's go with 4 resistance. Okay, 1, 1. I think this one is better.
Form and function.
And reinforce this one.
I've always wanted to build something like this.
One is 40 armor though. Even with this. 23. Let me reinforce this also. Again, can't have that. I need heat resistance here. We are only getting 7 of these, seriously. 31, 31, 43, 24. I think I don't know, 3 increasing, 3 decreasing. 4 of these, 1, 1. I don't really have that. Let me just use them first. So I was looking at, this one is heat and cold. This one is more heat, some cold. This one is all cold. So this one could be all heat if we can. We can't though. 48, seriously. So we need 24 of these. I have 7. We can just go and defeat him. He drops actually 6, 7. I guess for now I'm just going to use this thing. 4191 681. I guess something is better than nothing. 351. Let's go with this. 2322. So this one is still 40. This one is only 36. Armor decreases so much. We got everything settled, right? One is level 4. I don't have that. Okay, seems so far good enough.
So, said something.
Oh, gods, this...
Sure did.
Oh, I was so careful.
Because our enchanter and Smith need to keep working together.
Yes, and they need to keep talking. Just...
Kaz,
Yeah?
I think everyone knows.
Gods, that's embarrassing.
You might want to sneak that coal back into the stocks at some point.
Already did. It was...
Alright. I don't have any supply. Let it be. For the time being, I am going to do what? Okay, we are going to cast it unsold. Ten more achievements.
As it turns out, I was not, at the time, but Arakim's come a long way.
Arak feels you appointed him.
Oh, I absolutely did. Please, I need someone who will push, and he...
Oh, Bryn!
It worked amazing. In fact, I
must have prepared it incorrectly.
I'm kidding, Lane.
Your elevated wit eludes me.
If you two are done, it's excellent to hear that the potions worked. Lane,
As much as you need.
that's very good news. I wonder why the Eye never explored this as an option.
I would assume the reason sits somewhere between lack. Speaking of the Eye, Bryn, the Axel and I had a chance to... Would you believe that she isn't his biggest fan either?
There were some subtle context.
We were indeed not very cordial with each other.
In particular, the way he kept secrets rubbed us both the wrong... We found ourselves in agreement that any new government here should be built on a foundation.
A foundation that will only be built if we secure... Lane and I don't agree on everything. But it was good to sit and speak with someone who understands the nature of the world.
It's not every day that one has the privilege of watching a new order emerge.
Perhaps you will be here to document it.
I should like that very much. The story of a new enclave should be made available to all. I'm struck with inspiration. I need to return to Beta to be here as it's being written. To be the one.
Oh, they're gone.
Yes.
Well, with my mind at ease, for now, at least, I will thank you and bid you.
We're here to help.
Lifting the shroud is complete. Very nice. We do not get anything.
Khan Artime, my Weaver Band has repaired the arc we followed through the Veil.
To nullify the tangles at the source so it can be...
Its anti-magic properties are why we were able to follow it through the Veil in the...
I see.
If we could get it to the source, we believe it could stabilize the Enclave.
Except the Grand Gate was broken when the Ark pushed the Herald back through it.
Surely there must be a...
Now that it's repaired, couldn't this Ark be used to leave the Enclave
in...
What are you saying?
It's time for someone to protect my people. I need to use that Ark.
You would leave with the Surgeborn running loose? Or worse, allow them to spread and wreak havoc across the Maida?
No one has succeeded in stopping them yet. We've been trapped inside the Enclave for decades. It's time to set ourselves free before the Surgeborn overtake Cassidon's hold and kill us all.
Is shoving problems under the rug truly the Enclave's legacy?
Agreed. Your people...
The Surgeborn has infiltrated our scry. It's learning how to use our enchantments against... If we don't put a stop to this madness, how long until they overtake the Arcs? Or bring down the Veil and spread...
That, still. Let's be clear. Even if you could reach the source, there's a...
I'll be ready for that.
And what are you going to do about all the tangles? Punch them...
Sev believes the Aeroliths can manipulate raw magic and are responsible. We think if we can control the Aeroliths, we can make the source...
Interesting. But, as you've said, you...
Fine. Our plan...
More than a few.
How about this? If you can just give us time to present you with the final plan, it'll...
I suppose that's fair.
One more thing. It's clear by now the Enclave hides its secrets well. If there's...
There are private records that can only be accessed with the Eye's signet. I suppose he's not using...
Bryn did just save your people from certain death.
Fine. You can borrow it. You should find information at the Spire in Upper Denevron, the Bastion, and the Institute.
Of course, we are going to 3 places again.
We'll arrange a meeting with you.
Good luck.
Yeah, why not? So, okay, go there. And we do need to go to Institute. Alright, let's go here first. So, we'll start with Upper Denevron. And Spire, okay. Yeah, very nice. And we can defeat him again. So, let's go. 27 by 29. Fire, right?